again. Hey, girl. Hey. And dear listeners, I apologize for this week.
It's not my fault.
No. This one's not her fault. This one is 100% me. See, fat person should not ride a bike. I kid.
I can't say you've always ridden bikes beautifully.
Well, that times have changed. Girl, so I was riding. It'd been the first time I'd ridden like in public in a while, if that makes sense. Like on a trail, like I'd taken it to the church parking lot and gone around in circles to practice and get my balance intact, right? So we go to, my husband and I go to a park on Sunday morning when it shouldn't be that crowded. Girl, all the people were there.
On a Sunday morning? That's a very popular time for parks.
Not in North Carolina when people got to go to church.
Honey, you live in the liberal part of North Carolina.
Anyway, so my ass gets out there. And I'm a little wibbly wobbly at first, but I'm getting into it right. I'm getting into it. So I'm going and I'm telling people on the left, passing them on the left. I'm doing a great job. Come around this curve, and it's slightly. I want to tell you how very little downhill it is, okay? So we turn, and like there's a group of 3 or 4 guys, okay? And I say on your left, and I go around them. But for some reason, I get it in my right view that I'm getting ready to clip one of them. So I do a little bit more to the left and come back to the right. I start wibble wobbling. I forget to brake down this hill, girl. And I'm like, oh no. Am I gonna hit the ground? Am I gonna hit this hill? Or am I gonna head toward the lake? I chose the lake. So I somehow wibbled to the left, hit a tree, and like broke myself for a day. Girl, I couldn't have sat here for the time to do this, but I am okay.
I'm so glad. But that's scary. I mean,
not really. The worst part of all this,
you could have broke a hip.
I am not that old yet. The worst part about it, girl, something you may not, I'll tell you what you may not know about me after this.
Sure.
But after I got up, these 4 men were very nice old Indian men.
Dang it. I was hoping for a different line of story.
And they all really wanted to help me.
Aww.
And they told me that one of them was a doctor. And all I kept saying was, I'm fine. I just want to be left alone. I want them to help me. I was even trying not to accept their hand to lift me up out of the muck. Because I just want to be left alone with my pride. No, girl, here's something you may not know about me. Every year, when there's ice outside, I fall on my ass.
Do you?
Every year.
That's why I don't leave the house. Or that's why I didn't used to leave the house back then.
Girl, the worst one was I decided to, no, this was my fault. Usually they aren't. This was my fault. I went outside in flip-flops in an ice storm to take my dog to pee and poop.
Oh, so white of you.
And there was a little hill in front of me. And I'm like, if I go down this, I'm going to fall. I went down it.
Did you fall?
I fell, girl.
Yeah, there you go.
I hurt my ankle. I let my dog go. Irene was running around, freaking out because her daddy just hurt himself. I'm like, Irene, go back and get Mr. Mims. Go back and get Mr. Mims. She didn't know what that meant.
No.
I'd only been with him for like a day and a half at that point. Like,
she's like, I don't. Oh, your trick? I don't know.
And so I was crawled back to the house. Ankles inflamed. Oh, it was hilarious.
Girl. See? Yeah, that's why I just stay in the house.
So how are you, girl?
I'm good. Good. Blessed and highly favored.
Blessed and highly favored. I saw you finally got that monkeypox shot.
I did.
Are you swollen?
I still am, and I am not liking it at all.
Just wait, the second one's worse, supposedly.
Oh, that's my favorite part of this, right? Like, it's not. I mean, I have not had a entirely unpleasant experience. Like, it's not just been like every day is awful,
Mm-hmm.
but it's enough that I'm like, I have to do this again in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I am not excited at all about this. Like, the fact that it's like swollen and kind of like your skin is discolored and it's very off-putting.
So what? I was at Gay Poker, as I do, and somebody was telling me a story of when they went to go get their booster, because the first one was in the back of the arm. That one, that's what I had, which is great. That one didn't even hurt; just made you uncomfortable like a day. But he's kind of thin, muscular.
Okay,
like he's tweaked. And apparently the first injection didn't go in correctly and squirted him in the face, so he had to have another one. Like it repelled it back out.
My favorite, and I think I don't know if you saw me post it, but like there was an article that was like monkeypox is going down and no one knows why. And I'm like, I literally screaming at my phone.
Yeah, that was by was it Vox? Maybe I saw it, and it's complicated. Nate Silver, I don't know if you ever read 538. Nate Silver did a very good article about this. About it's gay people did their due diligence, got the shot, but also it has to do with monkeypox itself in that it's harder to get, right? Like it's much harder to get. Monkeypox is COVID.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I did get that COVID boost today. What?
I'm gonna get mine on Sunday.
Okay.
Maybe. Because that way, by the time we've done our thing, it won't have kicked in yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like
supposedly, my husband had 0 side effects.
This time he did?
Yeah, none.
Mine did not.
Okay.
Girl, you want to talk about Oscar-winning performance?
Well, girl, he also had the vid, so that could be. He's on like boost number 2, 3, 4, 5 now.
Yeah. I mean, Oscar-winning. Oh,
girl. Speaking of Oscar-winning, did you know we had a Patreon?
What? Stop it,
dear listeners! If you want to go to Patreon.com. Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money. We're actually starting to, go through and do our patrons' things that we promised them, that we're going to watch an episode of their favorite show and, review that. We've got one more left to do. And yeah, we're gonna do that one soon. We are, because we hey man,
was that the movie one?
No, we're doing that for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
We're doing that for Christmas. There was another show, remember? Think Hard. Not that hard.
Right now.
Anyway, girl.
Not right now.
Girl, did you know we have another podcast?
I heard rumor.
It's called You Slay Me.
You Slay Me.
It's a Murder, She Wrote podcast. Hey, Maim. Did you know that we have merchandise? If you go to Mims and Maim, she is slipping something through a swirly straw.
It's peach iced tea.
What brand?
I don't remember. I just
Snapple.
squirted it in.
Anyway, the little. Anyway, if you go to. That's gross. If you go to MimsandMaim.com,
girl, it's either that or
shirt.
diabetes. It's either that or diabetes. I got to do one or the other.
You could just not drink soda.
It's not a soda.
You could just not drink anything sweet.
I don't like just water.
This is season 3, episode 18. Come on and marry me, Bill.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the light went out in Georgia. The lights went out. The lights went out. The lights went out. The lights went out. And that is the night. The lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
Good Lord. I can't wait to get through this episode.
So we're at Sugar Bakers. It really is an episode of two qualities, isn't it?
It literally is.
And we'll get to which part you like better later. So Charlene is going to have... What is that word, man? Oh, it's having a bachelorette / slumber party. And Julia does not like it.
No, she's too mature of a woman.
She is too mature. We've been through this before. She does not like her brassiere frozen.
Mm-mm.
She does not like playing games.
No.
She does like Moon and Olive, Georgia.
She did, right? I wouldn't actually... now that I think about it, a frozen brassiere on a summer day would actually be...
You are a drag queen.
Sorry. I was just
Did
thinking...
you see the link I sent you on Instagram to the Trixie swatches?
Oh,
they
yes.
would look so good on you. Like
I'm into it. I am. I'm into it.
They are. It's $48.
I know.
Okay.
I'll just wait for it to go on sale. Because it will eventually go on sale.
It will eventually go on sale. Well, Monette is in charge of the guest book. And,
That's part of the show.
best part of the show. And, of course, a hooker would be good at, dealing with guests.
Right, exactly.
Dealing with guests.
More hooker jokes.
Dealing with guests. Suzanne is mad at Charlene. Do you remember why she's mad?
Oh wait, hold on.
This is before Suzanne even shows up, but she's mad at Charlene. Let's see.
Oh, wait, it's because she can't bring the pig.
That's right, because Noelle's not invited to the reception, even though Suzanne promised to dress her up. You didn't know there'd be a quiz, did you?
Well, it's not
this
that.
guy
It's
put
just
this disjointed ass episode back together.
It's just that when you said Suzanne was mad, I was like, wait, Suzanne's mad at so many things in so many episodes.
We also find out that the pilots are going to fly over and right in the sky in a way that I've never seen.
No, not Air Force pilots. No.
Happy marriage, Charlene and Bill. And Mary Jo thinks that that's okay because same thing happened at her wedding when Ted and his buddies did it in the snow and they're a bunch of drunken med students, but that's not quite the same though, is it?
It's not the same.
She's talking about PP.
I know. I got
didn't
that
know
part.
you are so pure of mind and pure of heart and pure
Well,
of thought.
I've never done that before, but I know of it.
I have a real question for you. Have you ever peed outside?
Oh, when I was a little kid, sure.
No, I meant as an adult. Like 18 plus.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Girl, there was a spot behind Legends that when the bars closed, there was nowhere left to go.
And everybody peed there?
Well, I did.
Oh, okay. I was just imagining like a line of people peeing because Legends was closed.
And over the railroad tracks, Pine Flex.
Yeah, I don't. Gosh, maybe I am. Something's wrong with me.
No, there's nothing wrong with you. This was out of necessity. I am very pee shy. Like, I do not like urinals.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean,
I'll use them, but like I literally just stare ahead and like just.
Yep.
Like
I have a very hard time using one that does not have a little wall.
I know.
That's why, this is why I love a lot of the northern European countries, because even the urinals are private little bathroom stalls to where you can close the door and it says locked on the outside.
Oh.
Girl, why can't we come into the 21st century?
Because we are never gonna be there, dear. Never.
Well, it's a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
And we're at the baccalaureate party.
Yes.
And they're doing a This Is Your Life.
So weird.
Girl, if you ever do a This Is Your Life for me, you can skip the mid 20s, early 30s.
Girl,
I don't remember them.
If I did a This Is Your Life, I would just put down a This Is Your Life and just put a giant PBR can. That's it. You're 20. Do you remember this very bitter beer? It symbolized your entire 20s. Pabst, yeah.
PBR's not even that bitter, girl. You just don't like beer.
I just don't like beer, right?
I know, you just don't like beer.
But but the thing is, people make fun of that beer all the time because
it's cheap.
But it tastes good?
It's not bad.
No. It tastes good in the pantheon of beers.
Well, in the pantheon of beers, nothing is going to beat a fresh German beer, right?
Okay,
That is the pantheon of beers.
But like American beers, where does Pabst rank itself in your taste bud?
Are you talking? Am I including craft beer in this?
No, we're talking about good old generic American beers.
Oh, like the Coors, the Miller,
right.
the PB. Yeah, it's one of the top ones.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, I don't know. I'm asking.
It really is. It's that or Miller High Life. The champagne of beers isn't that bad either.
But I don't understand them. So, like, why? Okay, so then we're getting off topic, but still, I'm interested. If it isn't that bad, and it also doesn't cost very much money, why do people make fun of it?
Because it's a quote unquote poor people beer, and the hipsters grabbed a hold of it and made it into a ironically poor people beer.
Okay, now I understand. That makes so much more sense.
There you go.
Hipsters ruin everything.
Yeah, you were one. Anyway,
I was never a hipster.
You remember how those little? I like to bring this up every once in a while. I think it's been about a year since I brought this up to you. How the little black hipsters used to love you, the little Urkels. How they used to all fall all over you.
Yeah, but I don't know why. It wasn't I wasn't doing anything.
Girl, and I don't understand. They would not, like, I would be in this bar not noticing them. You would show up, and then 5 of them, this little gaggle of, can I call it a faggle? I will. This little faggle, dear listeners, don't use that word. That's one that only gay people can use. It's so faggle of Urkel-looking people came over. They even sounded like him too, girl. What did you do?
I don't know.
What kind of zombies were you creating?
I think it's just because I was older and because most of them were younger and I was older and maybe because I just didn't have any. What now?
I said wiser? Was that?
I might say that, but maybe it's just because you know what I think it is? I think I as you said it just now, right? Because I tried to put myself back in that place for a moment. I think it was probably because when I was in your environment, because I was with you, this is a byproduct of us being together. I've always been less self-conscious about everything because I'm always more focused on us having fun and me just being with my best friend. And I think for a lot of them, they saw that. And as you know, Black queer people that are on the nerdy side, they don't get that a lot. So I think that probably had a lot. They didn't understand that it was our dynamic that made me that way because when I wasn't around you, I was not like that. So I have a feeling that it was a big part of it.
Dear listeners, it has nothing to do with how long we've known each other. It's due to the fact that I've done far more embarrassing things than Maim. So there's nothing to be self-conscious about around me.
That's not true because we've always been like this.
I know, and I've always been more embarrassing.
Yeah, it's just because you take more risks than I do.
That is the capitalist way to put it. Drink your tea, Shelby. Anyway.
This tea would not help Shelby at all, actually. She'd still be dead.
So Mary Jo does some very good reading of Charlene.
Oh, yes.
And then her sister Darlene speaks. And then they do Mary Jo does a little lip sync of Someone Waits for Me.
Yeah.
And Monette comes in.
Yeah.
And she sat. And Mary Jo introduces her by, she sat beside you for 6 years at Vacation Bible School and decided to become a hooker anyway.
Like, Monette is so good that, like, she brings out my yes every time she's on screen.
You know, I do have a question about later on. Why didn't they just ask Monette for a stripper? Anyway.
Oh, that's true. Well, because we'll technically remember Monette wasn't technically involved. That was Bill's buddies that did it. And so
That's true.
Bill's buddies didn't necessarily know that Charlene's best friend was a hooker.
True. So we find out that Charlene wrote the Pope to try to get him to come to speak at the school for graduation. But they didn't get that. They got Floyd the Barber from the second Andy Griffin.
Which is what they said the second one. Oh, I died a little bit because I was like, oh my gosh. That's like that is a mega inside joke for Southern people.
Do you know what what her superlatives were?
Do I remember what they were? No.
Most dependable and most likely date a convict.
Well, she did date a convict for a little bit.
She did. So then there's a little scene where the girls and Bernice are singing "Marry Me, Bill" or lip syncing "Marry Me, Bill," and
honey,
and Bernice
is,
it's just in her own little world.
Do you think that was the acting choice?
Yes.
Because which I love the fact that woman, like, she plays Spacey so well. That you have to sit there for a moment and you're like, is she acting? And you realize she is, but my goodness. And even the camera does that moment where it zooms in on her.
Well, now there's a song break.
Yes.
Where Julia and the ladies sing a warble.
My body. I was like, oh my. Ladies, they should have just stopped at "Marry Me, Bill." Like, that was it.
Why didn't they sing that? Marry me, Bill.
If I was running a Broadway show, I'd be like, ladies, this is the closer. "Marry Me, Bill" is the closer.
My body.
We're losing our audience. We're losing them. You killed 5 of them just now.
Well, that's all we had. Dear listeners, this is, don't even have to say that anymore. I'll talk to you tomorrow, girl.
Oh my gosh.
So Bill's going to we're all of a sudden at the rehearsal dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And Mary Jo's hair is straight and in a twist in the back of her head. How long do you think it took to put Annie Potts' hair in that?
A bit.
They used all of it. Maybe they finally won that Emmy for hair and makeup.
That's what I was going to say. This is probably what got them that Emmy.
Oh, God. So Bill's going to a bachelor party.
Yeah, he's got to get there. He's got to go now. He's leaving early.
Not quite yet. We're nearly there.
Oh, yeah, we forgot the...
Yeah, Bernice is having some champagne. and Suzanne comes over in one of her small little parts and asks who this old man with the cowboy hat is. And we find out he's Uncle Howard and he pinched her.
Yep, he's pinched everybody that night.
Yeah, he did. So Julia gives a glass of champagne Charlene's dad. And he's like, no, thank you. Hand it Howard. He's a much worse Baptist than I am.
Ba-doom-boom.
He was gonna drink it.
He was.
But then his wife was right there. Funny story. My boss, his mother's a very devout Baptist.
Okay.
And they went on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And he handed his mama some sparkling grape juice. It was the complimentary champagne.
What?
And she was like, this drink has never touched my lips before. And he laughed his ass off.
She'd never had alcohol in her life.
She had.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Have you-
I mean, I know that there are plenty of people like that, so it's just
Yeah.
that would actually be quite.
You
enjoyable.
know, the dear Lord
The dear Lord.
once said unto the gay people, never trust someone without an online photo and never trust a non-drinker.
And yet we keep on making that mistake.
That's true. Where are we at here?
We're at the midpoint now.
So Howard gives a toast about sex and dancing that dance that many men and women have danced before. And sex and
Euphemism.
No, he said sex in there.
No, I know. He just tried to put,
That wasn't a euphemism, girl. That was just the word sex.
it was part of that whole Howard being dirty, right? Like,
Yeah.
you
And
could- you
Aunt
could've-
Phoebe shows up and she's like, he pinched me.
I would have told Phoebe at that point, be glad, honey. Be glad.
Well, Bernice gives a toast. And it's basically how when her husband asked her to marry him the first time, she said no because nobody liked him. Not even her parents. Nobody. Absolutely no one had liked him.
I love that woman so
I
much.
do too. And she gets up on like a chair and
Yes.
does it. Well, Bill's getting ready to leaves to his bachelor party. We find out his nickname, his Air Force nickname is Wild Man. Because of how boring he is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Snap into it. I almost did slap into a Slim Jim.
Snap into not slap.
I said snap. I
Into
started with slap and then I switched to snap. I don't know why I said slap first.
Do
but-
you know the really disastrous and sad thing that happened in North Carolina related to Slim Jims?
No.
We had a Slim Jim plant explode.
What?
Yes. Killed a couple of people.
What?
Yes. Just outside of Raleigh.
Are you serious?
Nope. Yep. I'm
What
serious.
caused- was like a gas leak or something?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's usually when a person says explosion in North Carolina,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it was a gas leak? Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Uh-huh.
That's really sad.
It is.
I wonder, did they make the regular flavor or just the spicy?
So we're at the bachelor party, and there's a stripper, and Reese shows up, and the stripper's name is Little Latin Loopy.
Yes. You would think it
Well,
would be
my
Little Latin. You know what I thought too? I was like, is it Little Latin Loopy or is it Little Latin Lupe? Because they don't really realize her name is not pronounced that way.
Maybe it's Little Latin Lupin. Lupin the Third. Lupin the Third.
The movies are on High Dive, so if you ever want to watch them,
My husband's really gotten into them. I can't. It's too janky animation for me.
oh well, it is that. Well, the newer ones
it's from
aren't,
the
though.
70s.
The modern ones are actually really good.
Yeah, but Lupin the Third Part 2 is like the classic one.
No, it is. It is.
And I can watch some of them, but not. It's just because I love her. I love Tomiko. She is
everything.
everything.
Yeah, literally.
Tits and guns everywhere.
Tits and guns and tits and guns and tits and guns and tits and guns and tits and guns.
Oh, my back!
Oh, jeez, no. But you didn't do anything just now.
No, my back is still not stable from that.
You were just lifting up your tits.
It pulled my back. You should see me sneeze right now. I just immediately go into traction. It's just.
Oh no!
Oh, I think I got text. Hold on just a second. I think I got text making sure I'm okay. Talk to listeners for a second.
Dear listeners, if you'd like to do us a solid, go follow us on our socials at Mims and Maim, whether it be on Twitter, whether it be on Instagram. I know that We usually talk about our own personal socials, but we have a lovely Instagram for Mims and Maim. We've been starting to follow some other creators that are dealing with our subject matters. We just followed a really lovely lady who's writing a cookbook about murder she wrote. So if you would like to go take a look at that, we just recently reposted one of her posts on our social.
So I'm back, and Odell is there. Odell's at the party.
Hey, Odell.
And there's some handcuffs.
Oh.
And Bill's handcuffed to Luke.
Oh.
And he's like, he just looks at her and says, "You've got the key, right?" And she just falls over because she doesn't have the key.
Okay, so this was my least favorite part of this entire episode.
Because you're sex negative.
No. Wow. No, I'm not. It's because the flow of that scene was so weird to me.
Girl, save this for the end.
But it's because of the
we talk about whether we like the episode or not.
No, but it's not. I like the episode. It's just this specific part was very weird.
It is
because it was like literally like as soon as he did it, he's like yelling it, and her reaction is like, "Oh, I forgot the That's when she realized, "Oh, I forgot the key." It was just very, I don't know. It was just really a weird flow there.
I mean, to me, that part makes sense because I've done that with my wallet before.
Where somebody says, "Do you have your wallet?" You're like, "No."
Well, like, I'm time for me to pay. Oh, fuck.
Oh, is that what really happened, girl? It was time to pay, and you forgot your wallet. You forgot it.
Yes, girl, because hookers take Venmo now.
Yeah.
So they're getting paid.
Girl, I know. I got sex worker friends. I know they take all forms. They take it all at this point.
It makes no sense though because that's trackable.
It is it is trackable. But at the same time, being trackable, it's still like all ports in a storm, right? Like if you ain't got the cash, and things go a little bit longer.
I gotta get my bread somehow.
Exactly. If things go a little bit longer.
I done gave you my cake.
You only brought enough cash for 30? Okay, we Venmo me the rest, Annie. I said it was gonna take a while.
Girl, if I was ever a hooker, I would have to put one of those egg timers, the old clicking egg timers, the white ones with the little dial, and put it up in the corner. That's for an hour. If that dings, you're immediately in overtime, yo. It's ruining the mood. This is not about you. This is about me. But I'm paying you. It doesn't matter.
That sound just going the entire time.
Exactly. Why we're going, and we can keep explaining this so we can get this done. Which one do you want to do? Because it's your
time
job.
is going. Time is going now.
Meter's running, boo.
Want to talk about the weather? You want to do some psychology? What you want to do? I'm getting paid regardless. So what you want to do? My door is locked.
Well, we find out that Anthony, first of all, knows Spanish.
Which makes sense. I mean,
yes.
if he had been in prison.
That the purse is in the van with her boyfriend, who is on his way to Shreveport.
Yes.
And they are called Menage a Trois cuffs because there's a third one. And here enters Julia and Charlene. And Julia goes up to Reese and says, "Reese, don't you think you're a little old for this? You made me come to this. This is your fault, Julia."
There you go. And he was trying to leave, too.
He was. I mean, until he saw Loopy.
Yes. She was a pretty lady.
She was.
Yeah.
So Charlene and Bill get into an argument, and Loopy's like, "You know what? You two belong together," and handcuffs Charlene.
Show me that smile again.
Show me that smile. Don't waste another
minute on your crying.
Maybe we're out on it.
The best is ever to begin. As long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in our head, baby, you and me.
What is that from?
Oh, Growing Pains.
Thank you. My God. I was
Sharing the laugh and love. Oh
is
man,
that's how I think actually singing it too, I believe.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh
God
man,
love it.
the '80s theme songs. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody wrote recently on like one of the like TV things. As like, what is your favorite? What is the best TV theme song? And man, I kind of spiraled for a little bit. Like, oh my god, what is the best theme song? And people were
There's
putting on
one
different-
answer. There's two answers.
Okay, what do you say is the best TV theme song?
Who can turn the world on with her smile?
I thought of that one, but that was my number 2.
Well, okay, I've actually got 3. I've got. Well, are we counting British things in here?
No, this would be probably American. Based
Okay,
on
because Wheels on Fire is a.
That's yeah.
No, the MASH. MASH is the best theme song ever. Like
I personally love me. I said the theme song for 227 was my favorite.
I don't
Well,
remember.
there's no place like home when your family's around. Ooh, you're never alone. If you know that you love, you don't need to roam, 'cause there ain't no place like never be. Like, I love that theme song so very much.
I dare say the Jeffersons is better.
I don't know. There's something about that one.
Or
that I've never...
what's the Give Me a Break one?
Give me a break. That's just give me Cause I sure need one. Yeah. I finally know where I belong. Give me a break.
Actually, I disregard. I think it's either MASH or Cheers are probably the two best.
I forgot. What's the Cheers one? I forgot that one.
Do, 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 do,
Oh,
do,
yeah.
do, do.
Well, I mean, you could
Sometimes
take.
you want to go where everybody
knows your name.
Do, 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 do.
And they're
always glad you came.
Was it the 90s? Is that when we stopped doing that? When we stopped doing TV theme songs?
I think it was 2000s.
Well, I'm trying to think of. Well, yeah, that's true, right? Because Friends had a theme song. Ally McBeal had a theme song.
Vonda Shepherd, girl, Vonda Shepherd.
Yeah. So there were still some in the 90s. That's true. But man, like, I don't know. That's something I do miss.
Are we adding in dramas? Because Star Trek.
The post on there just said theme songs. Period. It didn't say
Star Trek.
But I think that
Not
we have
the original, the Next Generation. Don't go.
I love the original Star Trek theme song.
It's weird.
What's probably why I love it.
Oh God, where are we at?
We got super distracted at the Menage a Trois cuffs.
I know. Well, that's easy. So we're in the bathroom now, and Charlene's getting ready for her wedding.
Yes. She's so upset.
And Suzanne comes in and asks what is Lil Latin Loopy, her fighter pilot name. Smile on her face. And Suzanne's going to do Charlene's hair. Well, Charlene's a little upset because she's in here with Charo and a happy hooker. What? She's stuck in with Charo and a happy hooker. And with poofy hair is the other part. Happy hooker. I don't.
That's what she calls Lupe.
That's right. Charo is Suzanne in this. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my Lord. Oh, and we forgot they had to cut off her favorite coat.
Yes.
To get her into be able to.
Her favorite house coat.
Favorite house coat. No, it wasn't a house. It was a house coat.
It looked like a house coat.
I thought it was a trench coat.
It looked like a house coat to me.
Well, Monette's here.
Hey, Monette. Yeah.
And Faith in Begora, she has a set of Menage a Trois cuffs in her purse.
What?
And she has the key.
What?
So now we're at the church. Ave Maria.
Your ability to do that is frightening. It is literally, it's like an X-Man power.
So they get married. The flower
Yeah.
girl throws flowers at them, just like
Yeah.
pelts them with flowers. And Mary Jo catches the bouquet. Do 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 do. Hey, babe.
Yep.
Did you find yourself a Miss Georgia World?
So I'm just gonna do it just because it feels like it should happen. One of us has to. I have to give it to Charlene in her wedding dress.
Well, duh. She looked great. It's the best she's looked.
Yeah, she looked absolutely great. Well, I didn't know it was gonna be a duh. Sometimes you can sometimes pull a, surprise Rue in those.
A cock out of my ass? Is that what you're going to say?
That's not what I was going to say, and that's not at all where my brain was at, actually. But, here we are. Again.
Well, it's that colitis. I still don't do that. Anyway. Hey, babe.
Yes. Wow.
Did you enjoy this episode?
It was cute. It was a cute episode. It was a nice. I felt it was too much in 30. Well, not even 30 minutes. It was like, I don't think we needed that middle part with the dinner or the whatever, because it would have just been a fun juxtaposition of the two bachelor parties. But it was cute. I always enjoy. Did you notice that Charlene's dad was different in this episode?
It was the same one that was in the last episode, and I told you it was a different one from the time before. And you said, no, he's not. And I was like, yeah, but I just let it go because I
that's
figured
what you
did
do.
Research.
Right. I just watch them, right? I just watch them a couple of times just to like get back into the groove of things.
Oh God. Well, this was a very disjointed episode.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy that Charlene is getting ready to have a baby in a couple episodes. It's rough. Like the first part was cute but disjointed.
It's a
the
rushed
last part
episode.
was funny but disjointed.
It should have been if once again we do our little armchair quarterbacking, right? I would have made this a 60-minute special episode of Designing Women, or divided it into 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Because truly, like the bachelorette party was like, guys, like what? Like,
But you know what, girl? Lupe got SAG membership. What?
Yes. Now she's probably playing in Abuela somewhere. I love it. She probably is. I mean, she's in Abuela's 8 now.
Well, is she even Latino?
No, I think she was actually Latina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Latinx.
Yeah.
Hold on here, because I'm looking.
Oh, Lord.
IMDb.
Are we gonna make this problematic episode?
Amy Bill.
We're gonna
Okay, here we go. I got the IMDb up. Marry Me Bill. Her name is
Susan Collins.
God, that'd be
I'm sorry.
Juanita. Is that her name in the? Is it Juanita? I'm guessing.
I mean, it doesn't have her character name beside it.
I don't see Little Latin Lupe. I see Juanita.
That must be her. There's nobody else named that in the episode.
She is from Buenos Aires.
Yay!
Oh, thank God.
So now we don't have to label this as a problematic episode.
Oh, she was on that show.
That is
the Jane the Virgin.
Oh.
Yeah, she was like his mom.
Oh, I never watched Jane the Virgin.
Yep. It's enjoyable for a bit. It gets old. Like I made it through like 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah. Although Superstore, just all of it's
Is
great.
it?
It really is. It is the best classic comedy there is.
Every trailer I ever saw of it, I was like, this does not look enjoyable to me.
Try it. Just try it.
All right, I will.
It is. You're going to be like, oh yeah, this is real.
I trust you.
This is okay. No, that's crazy. Man, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Hello, dear listeners. It is I, your favorite relation, Auntie Maim. And if you want to follow
voices now.
And this has been an episode of Making Sugar, hosted by the bitch, Miss Mims, and I. No, if you want to follow me on the socials, you can follow me on Instagram at Auntie_Maim. That's MAIM. You can follow me on Twitter at Maim Ministry. You can follow us on Instagram as a duo at Mims and Maim. We're going to be doing like episode recap posts, like links to different pictures from different seasons. I'm gonna start doing that. Just to like
time.
Oh, okay. And gosh, I if you want to find me in real life, since I actually perform in real life, you can see me every Thursday night in Miami Beach if you happen to be down here on vacation, or if you're local. I perform at a bar called Kill Your Idol. We do a karaoke cabaret show called Amazing Colossal Karaoke. And you can find me on the stage doing improvised comedy with the Villain Theater, which you can find out more about them at villaintheater.com. And starting next week, we'll be broadcasting as part of the Happening Out Network's weekly talk show called It's Happening Out, which you can find on your Roku devices and your Apple TV devices, etc., etc., etc. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me on Twitter at Divine Miss Mims. You can find this podcast on Twitter at Baking Sugar Pod. Hey, Maim.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know we have a Patreon?
Mm-hmm.
If you go to patreon.com/Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
Yes. Sorry, I got thrown off by you saying the word backslash.
Oh, sorry. I'll do it again. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have Patreon?
Yes.
If you go to patreon.com.
There we go. That makes more sense. Got it. Now I understand you. Now I get
Mims and Maim. You can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yep.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
Yes, I'm
It's
well
called
aware.
You Slay Me. It's a Murder She Wrote podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know we have merchandise? Dear listeners, you can go to mimsandmaim.com and buy some stuff from us. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. You're weirding me out.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
All right, cool. Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.